Hello and welcome to a new episode of the Toned and Transformed podcast. It's actually the first one this year, and we're having a special start with my special guest here, my client Daria. So, hi Daria, do you want to
Hi, hello
introduce yourself?
everyone. Thank you, Lina, for the invitation. I'm super excited to be here. My first podcast ever.
Wow, so good. Already killing it.
Yeah.
Already very charismatic, so that's so good. So, do you wanna, tell the audience where we met?
Wow, we met actually already a couple of years ago, so maybe a little bit of my background, yeah, so people understand who is on the other side of the camera. So I'm Daria again. I'm 37. I'm a mom of 3 kids,
You look
and
amazing, by the way.
thank you. And I got my third child just 5.5 months ago.
He's over there actually
He's
sleeping.
over there, yeah, on the balcony. We met, I think, after my second baby, Lydia. It was 2021. I was 3, 4 months postpartum. I went to the gym for the glutes classes, and Lina was doing
Yeah.
the classes. She was the trainer there, and I completely fall in love in the way she was doing the things, in the way she was bringing people to sport. She was very open. So for me as a woman postpartum, this was really the best thing would happen to me.
Wow.
And so we've done this glute classes. This was a group training, and afterwards I asked whether we could do the private trainings as well, because I wanted, I never been into the gym actually. I went only to the group classes. Gym was not for me at all. I was super afraid of all the machines there, of all the people there. I thought that everyone is watching and you just need to be super fit and super beautiful to into the gym. So it was very scary for me. But looking at Lena and how she was kind of showing the things and behaving, I felt that maybe we could try. And that went really easy. And when I got my third baby, I was already from the very beginning, when I was only pregnant, I already knew that after I give a birth, I will go to Lina again to bring me back into my shape.
Yeah, that's so funny. I still remember, like we met because we live nearby, and we met, and you were just at the start, and you're like, "I'm gonna come back to you when I have my child," and I was like, "Yes, let's go for it." And yeah, you really reached out. That's so good, and I loved what you mentioned about the strength training, because this is what I'm seeing in women time and time again. So often, women are thinking strength training is not for me. I prefer group classes.
Yes.
But you said what was behind that. It was more of the fear of not knowing how to handle the machines and how to train, right?
Yes, how to train, and also I was, because the rest of the people seemed all to be the experts, and all these men with huge muscles and women, yeah, you think that this is only for the experts. This is not for the beginners. Maybe they will laugh at me that I do something wrong, or I would actually do something wrong. So this was a lot more, it was intimidating to go there.
And how did you feel the shift? Was it during our trainings, or are there specific scenarios where where you were feeling like this shifting?
Um, so I really think that it was a lot about you. So I think that everyone needs to find her own trainer. Uh, for me, it was because we always did it in a very slow way. Yeah, we started slowly. You always heard what I was telling about my feelings, about how do I feel about exercises, and you were giving me the the power and the let's say self-confidence, yeah, that I'm doing actually the things right. We really were working on each exercise, like step by step, very in detail, how I need to, I don't know, sit,
Position.
position, yeah, how I need to breathe. So you were there for me every second, fully concentrated, and this helped me a lot to build my self-confidence as well.
So good. Thank you for telling me this. It makes me really happy. And yeah, now she's a gym queen. She's like an expert. Could you take us back to the? Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe just to add, it took me, I would say, maybe all in all, yeah, maybe a year, let's say, yeah, because we trained before half a year, now almost 3 4 months. Now I feel super secure to go in the gym alone as well, but it wasn't like that in 1 month or 2 months. So it took some time me also to get used to that, to develop this self and confidence, to understand, okay, which machine should I use, which not, and yeah, and so on.
Definitely. It takes time, it takes practice, and it actually fits with what I wanted to ask. Can you take us back to the moment when we started training together again after your first child? Like, where were you at? Of course, you were freshly postpartum, but body wise, confidence wise, maybe nutrition wise, yeah.
So since this is already the third baby, of course I felt more confident and ready to start again. It's not like the first and even the second one, and completely broken, you don't know what will happen, you are totally overwhelmed with everything what comes with a baby. Yeah, now I was more secure because I knew what to expect. And so I waited. Actually, this time I had a very complicated C-section, and I had to take a longer break. But afterwards, as soon as I got the doctor clearance, I knew that I can start. Again, there was a trust. I knew I can start with you because you will take me slowly into this journey. How did I feel? Honestly, um, I feel I felt very motivated. First of all, body-wise, uh, once you give birth, yeah, and you're breastfeeding, you are for 2 months only in this position.
Mm,
You breastfeeding not for 10 minutes, it takes hours,
wow.
and you do it every 2 3 hours. Basically, you are really like this. In 2 months, everything hurts. Stiff muscles, everything is blocked. Yeah, a pain in the whole back, lower back pain, upper back pain, neck, shoulders, everything. And I just wanted to get rid of this tension. Really, this was the main thing. I just wanted to get rid of this tension. Plus, you still get these kilos. Yeah, I'm super thankful for my body, which what it has done for me,
Mm,
for my baby, definitely. But I didn't feel well in this body. I didn't. It was swollen. It was big. I couldn't wear the clothes. Yeah, there were really 2 3 pieces which I could wear. Otherwise, yeah, it was just too small. So I
wow.
had to buy things. I also didn't want to buy things because it's money for nothing. I
Mm,
hoped, yeah, to be back in shape again. And yeah, I didn't feel confident. I didn't feel well in this body, and I wanted to change it. And it's kind of, from one side, its appearance, just to look uh, good again. But second, as well, to give your body your strength again, yeah,
mm.
to somehow to relax it from the stiff muscles and blockage, but also to give it kind of back the strength and flexibility, yeah, the
Mm.
health.
That's actually really strong that you, yeah, decided to start, not to wait. Of course, you also had experience with your body, as you said. And it's so good because now I'm feeling the big difference, even like in the stiffness. Do you have a comparison between like your first, second, and third child on how you came back after birth? How you, yeah. maybe like bounced back to your old shape, or yeah, has there been like differences?
Yeah, I think now it was the fastest journey ever. Yeah, it was really the fastest. Again, with the first one, there was depression in overall. It was also Corona, the COVID time. So I had to start slowly. I didn't have you, so I was looking for different classes, different online courses. Again, as I said at the very beginning, it's very important to find your own thing, yeah, where you feel secure and you feel that this is kind of really your thing, yeah.
Mm.
So I was trying different online courses, yoga stuff. I definitely didn't go to the gym because I was scared back then. So it took me some time. After the first child, maybe I also was younger, somehow I still came into the shape. With the second one, I already
You started the group classes.
started with you, yeah, but again, I guess because there was nothing with the nutrition, and you eat a lot. So once you stay, I don't know how the others, but for me, every morning when I was going for a walk with a stroller, it was many sweet stuff. Yeah, so you don't sleep enough, you get coffee, and with the coffee, it was like butter waffle and croissant, and then more and more, and then sweets in the evening. So I had lots of sweet stuff, really plenty. And this time, I think we discussed, yeah, that again, my eating habits, and you came up with a flat belly reset. I was scared of that as well,
Yeah.
but we managed that. It went really, really well.
That's so good. Yeah, and this has been made a huge difference. What I would like to know before, like the flat belly reset, have you ever looked into working with somebody for nutrition, or had you tried things yourself or researched?
Yes, I actually, one of my close friends, she's not in Switzerland, she's in another country, but she is a nutrition. She became a nutrition. We studied together, but afterwards she became a nutrition. After it was exactly, I realized that she is now a nutrition after my second baby.
Okay.
And she already consulted me with all the vitamins and supplements which I could take. I think this helped a lot as well. And we tried to work with the nutrition itself, with the food that I need to eat more protein, how the breakfast should look like, how should lunch look like, and dinner. I was sending her the pictures and she was giving me advices, but it didn't work. I was overwhelmed. It was too much. It's too much work. So if you follow all the rules at once, you're given like all this information, it's super difficult.
Okay, so you would say like it were good things, but you just like didn't know where to start with so many things.
Yes, I didn't know where to start, how to incorporate this into my life with the baby. Because again, there was the first child, which I had to feed somehow with his food, and my husband, who didn't really wanted to follow necessarily the healthy habits, yeah, and then myself. So it was just too much cooking for 3 people, different things, and just to keep in mind that okay, this is not enough protein. I didn't know how much protein in the eggs, how much in the chicken, and it was just too much. I felt that it's too many math. I was not able to deal with that.
Did you have to count calories or something?
Not calories, but protein, for example.
Okay.
Yeah. So she said, okay, you need to take this much protein per day. Yeah. So it's, I don't know, 30 or whatever. I think it's half of your weight. So if it's 60 kilo, then about 30 gram, something like this.
No, it's actually when you're like losing, it's about 2 times your weight.
Oh.
And when you're maintaining, 1.5 times, but yeah.
Yeah, so again, you see, there are some formulas which you need to keep
Yeah.
in mind, and I had no idea how much protein is in this product or this product or this product. So I find it's too much.
Mm. So yeah, when you came back, I was so excited to train with you again because yeah, it just matched from the beginning. And I also, after what you told me, like the things that the goals that you wanted to reach, I just knew if I would just train you, we would not get out the full potential.
Mm-hmm.
Like I knew what we were able to do, but I just knew if I would just give you the training, I would be actually doing you a disservice, and you wouldn't have been like you would have had invested something, but not gotten all out of it. So I decided to talk to you about the flat belly reset and explain what it is about. So, what were you thinking in the beginning, and what made you say, okay, I'm gonna try, especially when you have had also an experience where it was just more overwhelming.
Mm-hmm. So flat belly reset again. I've seen lots of posts from you, yeah, on the social media.
Content works.
So yes, it was already attractive. Yeah, it was attractive enough. Hearing that some of the clients lost 5 to 9 centimeters. Yeah.
In 30 days.
Yeah. Yeah, so it worked. Of course, it's been attractive for me, and maybe also the difference from the first two pregnancies. Both were in COVID time, and I didn't have to go to the office after 6 months of the maternity leave. So there was no rush, let's say, yeah, to get back in shape as soon as possible. Now I have to get back to the office, and I have to go to the office. Yeah, so for me it was important to get in shape exactly in these 6 months. And you told me the same. You were thinking that the training probably would not be enough. I think you always were saying that training is not everything. Yeah, that nutrition is very, very important. Again, so all these healthy habits, the protein and stuff. So it was always the topic. Yeah. But here the offer was kind of this flat belly reset for weeks. And what I liked about that is that you don't have to count. It's nothing about counting.
Yeah.
You can eat the list of the products, and from this list, basically, you just get prepared, you buy this list, but you eat in whatever way you want, and the amounts which you want. So this kind of, you don't really need to think a lot. You get prepared once a week. This is what I do now. I'm buying all the stuff from the list for a week, and then I don't even do the meal prep. I just see, okay, today I'm up to this dish, today I'm up to this dish, or what do I have in the fridge? Okay, I can mix this and that and this and that. This sounded easy. Of course, I was very, very anxious to do it during the breastfeeding, but I just decided to give it a try, and again, I think it was one of the best decisions. I'm very, very happy that we decided to do that.
So good, and we're gonna dive into that a little bit more. But yeah, what I'm taking away from you is that the main thing that made it easier, or that made it more attractive, was the simplicity of it.
Yes.
The not having to think about it, and kind of also the flexibility, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So you don't think, okay, this portion needs to be on the breakfast. This portion, it should be 5 times a day, yeah, and again, that much protein, that much carbs and whatever, yeah. You just enjoy. You enjoy the food. You try to enjoy what you can.
Yeah.
It is maybe challenging the first couple of weeks, but you get used to that easily.
So good. So, what were the biggest changes that you noticed in the first 4 weeks?
In the first
Or
4
in the
weeks,
4 weeks, because it's
yeah,
4 weeks
it's
long.
4 weeks in total, yeah. So the changes which I immediately noticed, it was not about the body, yeah, it's not body wise, but it was really energy wise. So I still didn't have enough sleep. Yeah, I have three kids at home, and I just felt that, always at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I had this deep point where
Mm.
I was dead. I literally I needed a liter of coffee and I needed some sleep because I was just not there, no attention, anything, and I just didn't have it during the day at all. And even after bringing the kids to sleep, I had the energy to watch a film with my husband, yeah,
Oh
to
wow.
watch some series, and the energy level. This was something I think I never had something like this.
Wow, that's so good. So you had more quality time to spend with your husband.
Absolutely.
So yeah, when I'm like analyzing, it benefits your marriage, because when we only have an like now that I'm thinking, like often like when mothers just give attention to the kids, it's not that maybe that they don't want to give the attention to the husband, but the energy is just not there,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you were telling me something about your husband's daily energy as well. You want to share it?
So now I'm already in the second round. Yeah, I'm doing the second reset. The first one was in November last year. And this one, because I also advertised it well, and he saw the results, so my husband decided to try out it with me. And I can see, first of all, he has some genetic problems with the skin. First of all, his skin quality became really good. You can see the results
Wow.
just straight away. After 2 weeks, we saw the results.
Wow.
And also his energy level. I mean, he's now basically doing all the main logistic with the kids. He's waking up, making the breakfast, bringing them everywhere, and doing also the weekend stuff, skiing, swimming with
Wow.
them. And I can have my time. I sleep in the morning. He doesn't wake me up. And we still watch something in the evening.
Wow.
It was never the case. Never the case.
Wow. That's so good. Like it really has a ripple effect, and you sold it pretty well then.
Yes. Yes.
And just to give you guys a little context, because we're talking about all the other things that like it improves. It is called flat belly reset, and that's one of the transformations for sure. But we're working with the gut here, and this is why his skin improved, or why Daria has more energy, because the gut really has an impact on our well-being, on also how we're on our mood, on so many things. And when we heal that, everything works. Because if you have no energy, you're not able to train well.
Yes.
Were there other changes that you noticed during those 4 weeks besides energy?
I think that I didn't. You mentioned the mood. I think that before I always used to have this mood swings, crazy swings. Yeah, you either super happy or just crying and super depressed.
A question on that. Like in the phase of being pregnant and postpartum, or in general?
Both.
Mm-hmm.
In general, yeah, especially when we are coming to the period time, yeah. Once I got the menstruation, so the time before, yeah, when I'm just furious.
Mm-hmm.
In general, I think that even my gynecologist told me that I'm hypersensitive to the hormone change.
Mm.
So when it comes to hormones, then I'm super sensitive. So I tend to overreact unconsciously. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not something that I can really control.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to take even some medicine just to stabilize hormones, not to be so furious
Emotional.
or yeah. And also same postpartum. I used to cry a lot for some time. Yeah, you just wake up and you may cry, or in the evening when you're just super tired. And here I think this is, I really can say that this was my, if you translate from German, yeah, the vacation, you say
Okay.
maternity, like a kind of vacation. I felt it as a vacation. I really enjoyed it. I stayed energized and I was mainly in the good mood. So I didn't have like huge swings.
Wow, even though you were postpartum.
Yes.
This is amazing. And wow, this is just yeah, an amazing feedback. And you were doing, like, we were doing around in November.
Hmm.
And normally I recommend the reset like every 6 months. But I wanted to try something new. So I wanted to try it with Daria as
Yes.
well. And it was to do the reset in November, then in December enjoy all the Christmas stuff,
Hmm.
and then doing it in January. So we are doing the second round of the reset. And would you want to take us a bit on the journey, like from the first reset, how it was in the Christmas time, how it's being now, and yeah, also what you noticed, like body wise?
Hmm. So the first one, to be honest, I was desperate. I just wanted to do this. I just wanted to also to prove myself that I can kind of do this challenge. Yeah, I took it as a challenge, and I was desperate to complete it. And although it was challenging, still, yeah, it is still some work because again, I had to cook for again separately for the kids and for the husband. Yeah, so it is some work, but it wasn't bad at all. Yeah, it wasn't bad at all because, of course, I tried previously some diets, and usually I give up. I don't think
Mm,
that I even was able to do a week or so. I
okay.
usually give up in 3 days,
Mm,
3, 4 days.
you're not the only one.
Yeah. And this one went surprisingly easily. Again, I think because you don't really have to count, you still can eat a lot, yeah, certain things, but it's not that you are extremely
Restricted in the
restricted.
amount.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
extremely restricted. So I would say that the first one went really well because I felt all the positive impacts, yeah, or positive influence straight away. I saw the effects straight away. We did the measurements, and it was interesting. I think the first week, all the
Measurement.
measurements went up a little bit, yeah. But you also said that it's normal. But then at the end, I think at the end of fourth week, I lost already 5 centimeters
Mm,
in the belly. I felt
specifically in
it.
the belly.
Yeah, I felt it already with my clothes. Yeah.
Oh, you told me back then that you were fitting into your jeans from before the
Yes.
birth again.
Yeah.
After those
After
first
after the
after this first
first.
round. Wow.
Yeah. And so again, because I was so desperate, there was never a feeling that I will give up.
Mm.
I never lost my motivation. These 4 weeks, I was really like a soldier. I just done that, and I was super proud of myself again because the first challenges which I completed, also this self-esteem, yeah,
Mm.
self-confidence, only grew with it every week. Then was December, Christmas holidays, and we went to the all-inclusive hotel, kids hotel, where you have lots of sweet stuff. And honestly, I didn't move there. I think the whole September we didn't train because
Mm.
I was sick, you were sick,
Yeah.
and then again just the holidays. Yeah, we were away, and this week in the hotel, we were in Austria, and I remember that they were serving apple pie with vanilla sauce, and I had 6 portions.
6 portions. Wow.
6 portions. I mean, this they were like this. Yeah, it was not
Okay.
huge pieces of pies. They were like this. Still, I had 6. I felt, I think, still I can feel them. I don't think that I will have the apple pies in the near future. It was too much, but I just couldn't resist.
Mm.
I couldn't resist. It was really tasty. Yeah, it was vacation feeling. and stuff like that. And again, I barely moved there. I barely moved. Not about saying the training, but we just went restaurant. Kids went to ski school. We were sitting and waiting. Yeah, then playroom. Again, I was mainly sitting. Yeah, it was bare. I really moved to the bare minimum. And then we came home, and I realized that I still lost 1.5 kilo. I have no idea. I was shocked. I didn't know how did it work, how it happened, but it happened. I don't know. And then, yeah, now I'm in the second.
Oh, one thing before we talk about the second one, there was one thing that you did pay attention to
True,
during this time.
true. I was subscribed to your advent calendar. And I think that what Lina was telling all the time is just to keep attention at the protein intake. That at every meal there should be protein, and she always gave advice where to find it. Yeah, that you can substitute some dessert with a Greek yogurt, to add there some granola, and nowadays you can buy all this high protein stuff everywhere in the shop. So it's also
She
actually
emptied the
yeah,
lid.
and it is actually tasty. Even my kids enjoy it. And I bought lots of this stuff. And when I felt kind of the cravings, yeah, apart from the hotel thing and the apple pie, I always went for something like this, yeah, for the protein stuff. This I really took care of. And yes, it worked out.
See? So would you say this time in the hotel with the apple pie, was it, did you have more moments like that, or was it kind of the only moment, or the only like more extreme moment?
It was more extreme moment.
Okay, and that's like it's such an important thing to take away, because just as it happened to you, when we have such moments, like one extreme moment, we think this is ruining all our progress, and you see that it doesn't. Like if it something like that happens once, then it does not do anything to your progress. But if it happens again and again and again, that's when it happens. But otherwise, you are paying attention to the protein.
Yes.
And what happens with most women is that we think, okay, I already messed up. I might as well just do whatever I want. And then we are frustrated. We want to punish maybe ourselves. And then this creates more cravings. And then we repeat it week after week after week. And that's when we gain weight. But if it's like, yeah, one time you see, okay, most of the time I was paying attention to, and I think that's a really good learning for you as well.
Yes. And I think that also during the reset, these are 4 weeks, you already develop the habits. Yeah, you already develop the healthy habits. You start understanding, okay, this is the protein, and this is what I should eat then afterwards. And also, it's not that easy to turn again into bad habits straight away, because you feel that your body is healed and you don't want to ruin it straight away. Of course, there are moments when you go down, yeah, but otherwise, always after this down, yeah, once you went and had, I don't know, bad dinner, or not bad dinner, but not that healthy food, somehow you have already this feeling, yeah, that okay, tomorrow I would eat maybe more vegetables and protein, just to clean this up a little bit.
And what I love is that you say, okay, tomorrow I will have more vegetables. Like I will like feed my body well. It's not like I messed up. Tomorrow I'm going and jogging and I'm gonna starve myself, because that's what we often think. So yeah, you have been paying really, really good attention to the good habits. And so yeah, Christmas time was a little messy for all of us. And then we started into the second reset, 5th of January.
Yes.
Now we're the
Third,
23rd, I
yes,
think.
third end of the third week, just 1 week to go.
So yeah, what have you noticed then, going back to that, and after like the Christmas time?
So after the Christmas time, yeah, I was first of all I was shocked that I still lost the weight, yeah, but I also felt that okay, maybe I do it once again, just to I don't know to polish. I thought that maybe it's a good way also to polish the this healing effect of the gut, yeah, and to get more progress. Yeah. Honestly, I feel that this one has been a little bit more difficult for me.
The second one.
Yeah, the second one is a little bit more difficult. Now I feel my personal feeling that it now it takes a bit longer. So to keep this until fourth week, been somehow longer. I don't know why. Maybe previously I was just too desperate, yeah, about this. But I take it easy. This time I was not able to train 4 or 5 times a week as I did before. Yeah, even this 10, 15 minutes at home. Yeah,
app training. Yeah.
Yeah, the training. So, but I still take it easy, and I take it as like paying back to my body. Yeah, I know that I'm doing the healthy, good thing to my body, and I keep seeing the results. I mean, we did the measurements this week, right? And it was again minus 2 centimeters in the belly.
And about the thing of it feeling harder, was the same for me. I think there was just one month of break in between.
Yeah.
So you already like did this and yeah, but with the resets, like the more you do it, the more you clean up the gut. It's like cleaning up a house, and in the first round you get to clean, to repair the windows, whatever, but maybe the kitchen is not made yet, and so on. So with the second, yeah, it works better, and just 1 week more to go. But yeah, and you keep seeing the results. So compared from your, because you had a specific goal in mind when we started training, because I asked you also to know where you want to go, and you said until the end of January I want to get there. How do you feel? Are you now walking towards, because it's almost end
Yes.
of January. We're heading in that season where it was like until then. Yeah. How is the
Yeah,
wish and the now?
yeah, we reached the goal even before. I think that now I'm already walking. I moved further than when the goal was. Even these jeans. I mean, when I was after after I gave birth and I had my niece, and I told her take them because I would never fit in them. Never ever. I don't believe that I will ever fit in these jeans again.
Wow. Even after like recovering from
Yes.
pregnancy and
Still,
everything.
yeah, I felt that no,
Hey,
it's
we
too
have
much.
to celebrate you wearing those jeans.
Yes, I intentionally I took them today.
Love that.
I literally it was like this. I didn't feel
Really?
so that, yeah, it was
Like they were
this.
closing
Yeah,
here?
they were closing there. There was
Wow.
no way. And my niece,
Great.
she's 18.
No
And this
way.
was, of course, for her, it was perfect. And I told her I would never be able to wear them again.
Wow.
And now I'm wearing them. So I'm really very thankful for this reset. I feel that I reached my goal. And my next goal would be just to keep it up. Yeah, to keep up with that, and to keep the shape, and to keep this level of energy. What I also want to say about the energy level itself, yeah, I also started feeling when I was in December was overeating the sweets. I felt at these points when at 3 o'clock I was tired and I wanted to sleep, they kind of were coming back. And I don't want to have it anymore because it's your life quality.
Yeah.
I want to be there for my kids, for my family, for my husband, for my friends. I want to have energy to do something in the evening. So you also kind of try to still stay conscious about that.
Yeah, because now you have seen the difference. Like you have seen that it how it can be, and we want to stay there. And that's also where I wanted to go, like to head now with the topic, because you're going back to work like next week already,
Next Monday.
next Monday. So and we're it's Saturday actually.
Yeah,
So
in a week. Yeah,
oh
in a
okay, you
week.
have 1 week
February.
more.
Yeah, 1 week more.
Okay, so how are you feeling and what are you looking like, or what do you think will be your biggest challenges now heading onto work and also not being in the reset? Because what we need to be clear on is that the reset is for 4 weeks. It's a gut repair diet, it's not a normal diet. We restore the gut walls. We don't detox and flush things out, we restore the walls. And then it's about being flexible enough to eat everything, but with a system, and that's something that we're gonna work together on. But yeah, how do you feel about that? Because it's gonna be another everyday life and less strict structure with food, but more flexibility. What are your thoughts on that?
To be honest, I'm not very scared about that because I've seen in December that you still can keep these healthy habits, yeah, and you can enjoy life. It's not that you restrict yourself, not at all. You continue to enjoy it full, yeah. You still can have junky food, yeah. You still can have alcohol, have a nice dinner at a friend's place and fondue and raclette and whatever. You just need to balance it out. And I learned the techniques, yeah, how I can balance that out. What kind of food, what kind of dessert, how can I substitute, or which substitute can I use, yeah, to balance this out. So I'm not afraid of that. I believe that I should manage that.
This is amazing. And of all the feedbacks that you have given me, losing centimeters, fitting into your jeans and everything, this is one of the most beautiful ones, because this is what it is about. We don't want to just have, like, either we restrict or we enjoy, but we don't like our body. So, love that. And what I wanted to ask you there is, before, did you believe that it was possible enjoying life and all of those things and having a shape that you feel great in?
I thought that it is probably possible, but again, with the knowledge. You cannot just go there without the knowledge, yeah?
Yeah.
Again. But since I learned a lot during the reset, and then December still was very informative with advanced calendar, and we were still in touch, yeah? We still were having the trainings, even though less, but still lots of information, but this kind of the information, the consistency, yeah, you were giving me the same tips. It's kind of when it's repetitive, yeah, it stays with you, it stays in your mind. Also, when you see it as example, yeah, you were posting, okay, what you had as a dinner, as a breakfast, what you had as a snack, so I can copy that and replicate that, and then have the same, yeah. So it's not that I thought that it's possible, but I thought that without the knowledge, you usually don't know where to start, yeah. Again, you are overwhelmed with all kind of advices, also the content from social media, yeah, you have it also from everywhere, everyone is coming with advices, so you need the information more filtered one and more in a kind of the structured way. And I think this is what I also got from you, and it helped me a lot to understand the whole concept of the balancing.
This is so amazing. And like, alone with this foundation, like, you could keep your shape by yourself, but we still want to, like, there's always room to even improve. And what we're heading now into, and this is something that I want to differentiate, like with the flat belly reset, you improve your body in a short time, You keep it up, you learn a lot of tools that you can keep in the future. But one thing that the reset cannot do in such a short time is give you the knowledge and just the easiness to do it with challenging seasons like kids getting sick, deadlines at work piling up, going on vacation, uh, big life changes. And this is what we're about to work on now. We're keeping the coaching for a few months. And this is where we're going to prepare yourself, because the goal is that you can handle all of those things by yourself, and that it's not just that you're doing it and thinking, oh, I probably should do that, but it's automatic. It just becomes who you are and you live it. You're already living it, but it has to be so automatic that it doesn't feel like work anymore, that it's just easy, the easiest thing in the world. I'm really looking forward to keep going on the journey with you.
Me too.
And yeah, I'm sure we'll have to do another interview once we're through that. And one more question. What advice would you give women out there that is confused with all the information, that has tried things, or maybe like if you want to address mothers, so yeah, to mothers, um, who has maybe also tried different diets, different trainings, or even coachings, apps, YouTube workouts, and it's just like she's spinning in circles. And because I know often it can be motivating. You can feel like, okay, my body's just not made for that, or I don't have the discipline. What advice would you give them after like you have made this experience?
I would say probably, first of all, never give up, never stop trying. And it is important to find absolutely your thing, yeah, your type of the exercise, your type of training, and doesn't do not run just after the trends. Yeah, now everyone is doing, I don't know, transformer, yeah, the or
High
everyone is
rocks.
going to the gym or cycling or stuff like that. Yeah, choose your thing. I don't know, maybe some people prefer just running or swimming. Yeah, so choose your thing and try to have your path and stay consistent. And honestly, I don't know, people are different, but for me, this kind of having your having this personal touch, yeah, as we have, this was extremely important, because I have you not only as a trainer for physical, yeah, physical improvement and for nutrition, but also a lot for for the mental health, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
mental condition. So find someone. It could be even a group training, yeah, but where you feel this is you feel really at home. You feel very very comfortable, and when you feel very comfortable, it will definitely go very smoothly.
That's so good. It's such good advice. And yeah, the mental part is the main driver of a body transformation. We often think it's
Yes.
body, but no. So yeah, 100%. And most of a lot of the time, it's just also with other clients, just about things that are going on in our mind, because our mind sabotages us. So
Yes.
amazing advice. And I think with that being said, like we said a lot, we said it all. If there's anything else that you can think about, you have a chance. And if not, I think,
Maybe to address to the mothers,
oh yeah.
again, what I wanted to repeat that with the flat belly reset, uh, my baby was 3 months old and I was breastfeeding. And I was extremely scared that the flat belly reset will influence the milk production. This was my main concern. Yeah, that's the only thing I was thinking about. Otherwise, I would do it straight away, but it took me at least 1-2 weeks to decide. And it didn't influence it at all. I mean, I had no problems with the milk production. I'm still breastfeeding, still babies 100% breastfeeded. So there was no concerns, at least again on my part, on my side. So I can really recommend that.
That's amazing. And yeah, we were looking at it. I was asking, we would have adjusted, but yeah, healing the gut is good for everything, even for the
Yes.
milk production. So amazing. Thank you so, so much for being here. And I'm sure people will love you and they will want to have you back to learn more about the experience that you keep making. So yeah, with that being said, thank you for listening. And any question, any feedback, feel free to ask.
Definitely.
And we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Bye bye.